They said that some youth in Owerri endorsed the president's son, Seyi Tinubu, to run for Lagos State governor. Is this a joke? Who are those youths, by the way? Who are you? Why are you not showing your faces? Don't beg me, Ojare. How can you call yourselves a coalition of Nigerian youth leaders across the 6 geopolitical zones, and we don't even know you? How dare you speak for the rest of us? Saying that, Ojare, I say don't beg me. Just let that idea stay with you in that already. Begging. Check my blood pressure. See Otilos, okay? I need good news. Somebody give me good news. Thank you. Botswana. Guys, we are coming very, very late. And I apologize to the people of Botswana on behalf of Koidowo. It is all Koidowo's fault. But guys, the impossible has happened in Botswana.
Shock election defeat in Botswana.
Election results show President Mokgweetsi Masisi's Botswana Democratic Party has reportedly lost its grip on power.
Am I saying that right? Botswana, you don't even know how to say it. Can you guys believe that after 58 years in power, the people kicked out the ruling party? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I know, I can hear the people of Togo saying, hey man, Father, remember us for good. And the people of Uganda, don't worry, you guys, you are next. My Cameroonian people, I know, I feel your pain. Although in your own case, you know, the same person or the same family has been in power this whole time. So we are praying for you, Loyo Keyano. But the people of Botswana, they've done the impossible. And not just that, guys. 45% of the new cabinet in Botswana, that's almost half of the new cabinet, is below the age of 50, guys. They even appointed a 26-year-old minister. Don't show them yet. I'll still show you guys their pictures, the list, their ages. Although the most important thing, guys, is that the new administration should do well. Amen. Amen. Somebody. Yebo. So, Botswana Democratic Party has won every election since 1966, guys. Since independence. And I'm not just talking about the presidential election. They've dominated every aspect of politics, you know, as well as the parliament. But Lord, my God, the people decided, you know what? We've tried this party, we've tested. Enough is enough. That was how the umbrella for democratic change kicked them out. This was a landslide win, guys. Imagine out of 61 constituencies, this ruling party, BDP, won only 4 out of 61. I mean, if you're wondering why the people decided to kick them out so shamelessly, it's because they're tired of the high unemployment rate, the high inflation rate, and corruption in the outgoing government. Although we cannot compare what's happening in Botswana to many other African countries, guys, because to us, regardless of all of that, you know, their inflation rate and all that, we will still say that they are doing really well, okay? But they knew that things could be better than it is right now, which is why they kicked out the outgoing president after only one term, guys, only one term. The outgoing administration has been accused of corruption, nepotism, and a high unemployment rate. You know, at some point, their inflation rate got to 3.9%, but now it's like 1.6%. I know, Nigerians, please don't write anything in the comment section. I can feel your pain. I know how you feel because your own inflation rate has gotten to like 30-something%. So, but you know, that is our fault in Nigeria. I think we tend to adjust a lot. Nigerians know how to adjust. When things are not going well, we will just adjust instead of fighting back or revolting like they did in Kenya. Not that we have not tried. It's just that when the soldiers are out, everybody is like, who wants to die? So we just adjust. But now the people of Botswana, they were like, no, we do not want this. Plus, they want a government that will diversify the economy. The people are tired of the government relying solely on their armed money. They also don't like the fact that the outgoing president, Masisi, has started doing BFF. He's been doing BFF with the president of Zimbabwe, Mnangagwa, who is known to be what? To be corrupt. They are saying we don't want a president that is in bed with the president of Zimbabwe. You didn't hear that from me. Shello. So they kicked him out. He didn't see it coming, by the way. I mean, he was so confident that he would win a second term. So he didn't even try. He has gotten too comfortable. He started taking the people for granted. But the good thing is, he graciously considered defeat. So we thank him for that. You know what I love? I love the fact that elections are free and fair in Botswana. And things are so organized. I mean, if you see the way they conducted their election, the whole thing was transparent. They even had chairs for voters for them to sit down while waiting to vote. I was like, how fancy. How fancy. Even the counting of the votes was transparent and peaceful. And the most impressive thing is there was no election violence. Imagine, I've been asking, what happened to the Agberus? What happened to the area boys that will usually disrupt elections in other countries? In fact, they did not sell their vote for rice and beans or rice and ororo. In fact, the different parties did not fight each other. People from different parties, they will even hug each other. I saw so many videos of different parties campaigning, doing rallies, and then when they meet, they will hug one another. I was like, what the heck is happening here? Like, what's going on? What's going on? I called my friend in Botswana. I said, is this an isolated issue? They said, no, that is how we roll here. We don't fight each other. Because of difference in political affiliation, I was like, hi! Father, I am so looking forward. Seriously, I'm looking forward to a time when people in other African countries will also not be afraid because it's election time, such that your vote will actually count. Father, you know the new president has been sworn in. He was a former human rights lawyer. His name is Duma Boko. I know that Nigerians will not forget his last name, Boko, And he's 54 years old. Yes, that is what we like to hear. That's what we like to see. Now, the exciting thing is that 45% of his cabinet are below the age of 50. I am telling you, Botswana means business, guys. You know that is the age that you can move anyhow. No body ache. You are not on medication like me usually. His youth and gender affairs minister is actually a youth. I'm telling you, 26-year-old Lesego Chombo. I know. Can you imagine that they actually appointed a youth as a youth minister? Just like we did in Nigeria, we are also very proud in Nigeria. Our present youth minister is 35 years old. So yes, we are proud as well. So this lady, Lesogo, is a lawyer by profession, and she's also a beauty pageant. She was Miss Botswana 2022 and Miss World Africa 2024. Very intelligent young lady. You need to check her out on Instagram. You will see her videos. You will see her talking. Very, very intelligent. She's a lawyer, like I said. And then his sports minister is 35 years old, Jacob Kelebeng, which means that the sports minister can actually run. Isn't that a good thing? Now, can you believe that their health minister is 37 years old? I know. Respect for Botswana. Dr. Stephen Modise, that's his name. I mean, just imagine your health minister being 37 years old. That is amazing. And they now have a 37-year-old minister of minerals and energy. Guess who is going to be in charge of diamonds now? This auntie that you are seeing. The diamond is their main source of revenue in Botswana, by the way. She has a master's in international economics. We are so proud of this woman. The minister of local government and traditional affairs is 40 years old. Even their minister of foreign affairs is 44. I know, he's big. he chop up. But the man is 44 years old. Congratulations. The minister of transport and public works is a civil engineer, and he's 47 years old. The minister of communications and innovation is 48 years old. Even the speaker of parliament, guys, is 41 years old. Can you just imagine the speaker of parliament? 41. By the way, the vice president is 52 years old. Can you imagine? I know, he looks good, right? He looks good. The president is 54. His vice is 52. And because a number of political parties came together to defeat the ruling party, do you know that the president and his vice are from different parties? We have a lot to learn from Botswana, guys. The vice president also doubles as the finance minister. That's the only thing that worries me a little bit, but maybe it will work for them. Hopefully it works for them. It didn't work for us in Nigeria. Now, even the justice minister is 55 years old. Anyways, huge congratulations to Botswana. This tells me that they are actually determined to make their country work. They want things to be better, even though we think it's already great. They want it to be better. And like I said at the beginning, guys, all this is inspiring, but the most important thing is that they should all do well, to not disappoint people, because the previous administration actually disappointed people. People had high hopes, high expectations when Masisi ANC became president, but he disappointed. That's why they kicked him out. I'm hoping that will be a message for this new president that, listen, the man before you did only one term and they kicked him out. It can also happen to you if you don't do well. So while we are congratulating the president and his cabinet, we also want to beg them on behalf of other African countries, please, you need to do well. Otherwise, all these old presidents that we have, they will just laugh and say, you see, you want a young person to do it in Botswana? See what is happening now. Wow. Do not let them insult us because of your performance. So you are not just there for the people of Botswana, you are there for other young people across Africa who are also advocating for young people to be allowed to participate in politics.